I worked my hands to the bone to bring you these fine goods.
If there's a sword here, we will find it. A worthy foe! Glorious!
Some time ago, I revealed that the Kaza, or goatmen, were originally humans until the Vigieri corrupted them. For many years, these creatures were simple and lethargic. These days have ended. Kaza attacks are widely reported, and the number of fatalities is higher than anything in my records. The large, sluggish beasts can thrive in any grassland or forest, provided there is enough water. Farmers will recognize these brutes as the savage cousins of the common fat beast, a tame breed that was likely domesticated nearly 2,000 years ago. One can hardly imagine the trouble that effort must have taken.
I was able to trace some carrion bats back to one of their nests. What I found shocked me. The nest itself is a living organism, a mature bat that has been mutated by the darkest of magics. I no longer doubt that demonic forces have corrupted these creatures.
I have heard the most ridiculous tales about travelers being ambushed by vicious trees. It is too much. Despite their name, the wood wraiths are not plants, but fully mobile beasts who have taken on the guise of foliage to ensnare their prey. Only a simpleton could be fooled by such a trick.
The creatures that killed him can't be far. Their tracks are fresh. discipline. Not enough hatred. I'm still waiting. My hatred is too low. This chest is just waiting to be opened. I'll play along. I need more time. Hatred to do that. That wasn't quite what I was expecting. filth! Not ready yet. Not enough hatred. Need more time. Satisfying.
Well chosen.
I need more hatred to do that. ready yet.
Kingdom of Kyrgyzstan, I've heard rumors of Zakharum warriors called Crusaders. While the natives were most reticent, I was able to deduce that this order was founded 200 years ago, just as Rakis took his army of paladins west. But these Crusaders went east on a very different mission.
Too low on discipline. I'm still waiting. Hatred is too low. That strange light again. The sword piece must be inside this cave.
A dark coven has formed in Tristram, and I fear that their superstitious violence may damn the whole region. I discovered very little during my eavesdropping, except that the word Magda was repeated several times in their chants. Oh well, now I journey to the safety of my home, where I may put these worries behind me.
Kill her! We must hurry with the ritual. Magda will be here soon. It is time.
I need more hatred to do
The
that.
bestial hellions are demons that can be summoned from the burning hells with the aid of foul sorcery. They are given to chasing down their foes and attacking them with savage fangs. This usually allows some spare time for their masters to craft their dark spell work and finish off the victim.
Just as I thought. The sword piece is here.
Who are you to take what is mine?
You are not the owner of this sword.
Regardless, very well. Let the games begin. Well fought, but you will never possess the next piece. It has fallen where only the ancients may tread.
She is more devious than she appears.
I need to go back. I have the sword piece, but a woman named Magda and her minions tried to wrest it from me.
Uncle Deckard, they sound like those dark cultists you told me about.
Very good, Leah. You have been paying attention. Stranger, does any of this jar your memory?
I have no memory of this coven, but I sense a far darker shadow guiding its hand.
This fragment is very old and very powerful.
Indeed, it feels familiar to me, though the rest is still unclear.
This weapon would have belonged to a true champion.
If that is what I am, then my strength has gone with my memory.
If Cain is right, then the sword shall restore both to you.
Magda's coven is a remnant of an ancient religion called the Triune that worshipped the primevals as gods.
Disgusting. And yet the primevals have been dead for 20 years. Who does the coven worship now?
The last two evils, Asmodan and Belial, remain. And if either of them are behind this coven, then our troubles are only beginning.
Magda said something curious about the next piece. She believes it fell where only ancients may tread.
That makes me think of the drowned temple near the festering woods. I remember you telling me about it, Uncle.
Exactly, Leah. The temple was home to the Nephilim. Leah, your knowledge could be invaluable. You must go and help our friend retrieve the sword piece.
The Nephilim were ancient humans with fantastic powers. Legend holds that they waged a terrible battle near the temple, and that their ghosts still war with one another.
got some brand new goods you might be
No,
interested
I will not
in.
do that.
My grandfather used to tell me stories of ancient heroes who performed impossible feats. You remind me of those heroes. Of course, he also told me I looked like a quill fiend. He was a strange man.
You and I aren't so different. I have great power within me, too. The only difference is, I have no control over mine.
That sounds troubling.
It's only happened a few times in my life, and only when I was in grave danger. Something rises up from deep within me and, well, I can't really explain it.
You there! Please help! They're going to kill my friend! Thieves are going to kill my friend if we don't do something. Help me break these bonds and see for yourself!
What do they want with your friend?
She's just a farmer's daughter, Sasha, but she has a relic that the thieves are after.
Where is the relic?
I'm sworn to secrecy.
Release the girl. The relic belongs to her.
You actually believe what this scoundrel tells you? Fine, you fools. We'll kill the both of you.
Stop these things!
You won't get away from us this time!
Need more time.
This isn't over. The rest of the Thieves Guild will find you.
Here's the relic, my love. I hid it like you asked. Father's grown suspicious of us, but that won't matter once we're married. It won't be long, right?
Of course, my dear. Soon we will settle down to a quiet life of tilling the fields and raising children. But first, I have to sell this relic. Alas, I must travel away with my friend here to do so.
You wish to join me?
Yes, yes! You look like you know a lot about markets. Now, lead the way! Wait! The relic is a fake! Gods, I should have known! You seem like you could use a helping hand, and I sure as hell don't want to stay around here.
Please tell me that you're not considering this criminal's proposal.
But you made a promise to your betrothed.
Betrothed? Do I look like the marrying kind to you? By the way, my name is Lyndon.
What the tomes say of Alaric and this temple is not encouraging. must be Alaric the Guardian. Uncle Deckard told me of your eternal watch over this cursed place. I thought it was a myth.
Are you Nephilim?
No. There have been no Nephilim for a millennium.
Yet another myth. You seek entrance to this temple, but only a Nephilim can enter. If you retrieve the keys from the outlying tombs and use them on the gates, we will see who and what you truly are. Follow me. I will raise the bridge that you may pass. Seek two tombs in the woods beyond. The warrior's rest and the crypt of the ancients. Within them reside the keys to our sacred temple.
I have seen enough monsters to know that you aren't one of them. Why do you feel guilty about your past?
I cannot tell you.
There are some things that will haunt you forever, if you never speak of them.
You misunderstand me. We are literally unable to recall our pasts. The Inquisitors stripped my sins and the memory of them from me, leaving me pure.
So where are you from?
Kingsport, the city by the sea, home to the great merchant fleets and endless nets of reeking fish.
I've seen it. What did you do there?
I am between jobs at the moment.
Dishonorable jobs, no doubt.
Nonsense. I am the most honest thief you will ever meet. Wanted, one relic, scarlet, roughly the size of a man's fist. It was stolen 2 months past during a deplorable theft from the Merchants Guild Bank. Those apprehended were not in possession of the item. The relic is greatly missed by its rightful owner, who offers a reward for its safe return. Don't take that Templar with you. He'll put you to sleep with all of his blathering.
The World Stone was an ancient artifact of immense power. It was used not only to create our world, but also to control mankind. The original humans were known as the Nephilim, and their power was such that it was feared they would tip the balance in the eternal conflict between the high heavens and the burning hells. So the World Stone was tuned to lessen our powers, turning mankind into what we are today. But now that it has been destroyed, it is conceivable that the powers of the Nephilim will reappear. Tyrael was forced to destroy the World Stone when Baal, the Lord of Destruction, corrupted it in his attempt to control all of mankind.
The World Stone's destruction must have unleashed incredible energies.
It obliterated Mount Arreat, the mountain that housed it, leaving only a smoking crater in its place. And nothing has been heard from Tyrael since.
I like you. You know the true quality of my wares, unlike some people. Did you see that stranger next to old Cain? I was listening to his...
the foul witch waits for you to unseal the temple of the ancients, that she may strike. Her master would sacrifice anything to control the destiny of the stranger. I would tell you to be careful, but you wouldn't listen, would you?
Don't tell anyone. Look, I'm happy to sell to you, but you got to promise not to tell anyone where you got these goods from, okay?
The attacks may be slowing down.